Singapore Airlines, please note that all hand luggage that cannot be securely stowed in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you will need to be taken now. You're also reminded to take care of your personal belongings and valuables at all times. Thank you.
Singapore 37 surface wind line and variable runway 02 left headland.
Left to Singapore 37 heavy.
Singapore 707 descend 3000 feet, reduce speed 220 knots.
3220 knots, Singapore 707.
Singapore 707 turn right heading 270.
Right 270, Singapore 707.
Emirates 353 requested. Just that. Emirates 353 push back approve face north. Push approve face north. Emirates 353. Singapore 707 turn right heading 350 Kate ILS approach runway 02 left.
Right 350, Kate ILS approach 02 left, Singapore 707.
We hot 214 proceed direct P-Buck.
Direct P-Buck, we hold 214. Singapore radar, we hold 214, request stepping away for 5 minutes.
We hold 214 approve, report back.
We report back, we hold 214. Singapore 37 vacant, is left.
Singapore 37 taxi Quebec turn right Victor.
10-6 Quebec, Victor, Singapore 37.
Singapore 937 descend via star 4000 feet.
Goodbye for the 4000 feet, Singapore 37.
Singapore 2956 as push and start. Singapore 295 stand by you traffic number 2. Water. Singapore 707 surface wind line available runway 02 left clear to land.
02 left clear to land, Singapore 707 and request to slow down.
Singapore 707 reduce speed 150 knots to 4 mile final.
150 knots until 4 miles, Singapore 707.
Yep.
Shocks are released. Please
Yes,
set
sir.
parking brake and prepare for pushback.
Singapore 37 Bay Bravo 6,
Proceed with
taxi
pushback procedure.
Victor
Thank
6.
you, Captain. We will contact you again.
Victor 6 to Bravo 6, Singapore 37, thank you.
Singapore radar, good evening, Emirates 349 with you, flight number 3860, inbound EPIC. Emirates 349 Singapore radar, squawk 2210. Squawk 2210 for Emirates 349.
Emirates 352, request taxi.
Emirates 353 taxi Papa 6, Papa 5, Tango, holding point, Tango 12, runway 02 center.
Taxi via Papa 6, Papa 5, Tango, holding point, Tango 12, runway 02 center, Emirates 353.
Singapore 295, can you do pushback now? Singapore 295 standby, the traffic request taxi, he hasn't taxi passed yet. Roger. Emirates 349 identified cleared, Ilalo 1 Alpha arrival, expect ILS approach runway 02 left. Cleared Ilalo 1 Alpha arrival, expect ILS 02 left for Emirates 349.
Singapore radar, we hope 214 reporting back.
We hope 214 Roger, we're ready, descent flight level 210.
Descent flight level 210, we hope 214.
Singapore 193, descent flight level 160.
Welcome aboard Singapore Airlines, ladies and gentlemen. Please note
Descent
that
flight
all
level
luggage that
160,
cannot be stored
Singapore
in the
193.
compartment will need to be checked in now. You're
Singapore
also reminded to take care
707,
of your
taxi Quebec
personal
10 right
belongings and
Victor.
valuables at all times. Thank you.
Cabin
Quebec
crew, all
Light
doors
Victor,
closed.
Singapore
Ladies and
707.
gentlemen, all portable electronic devices must now be put in flight safe mode and then turned off. They must be safely stowed for departure. Please be reminded that smoking and use of electronic cigarettes are not allowed in the aircraft at all times. Thank you.
Singapore 295, pushback approve, face north. Singapore 295, pushing to approve, facing north. Singapore 707 Bay Alpha 11 taxi Victor 12.
Alpha 11, Victor 12, Singapore 707.
Singapore 937, descend 3000 feet, fly heading 270.
2000 feet, 270 for Singapore 937.
Cabin crew, all doors closed. Cabin crew, arm doors and cross check. Ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of your safety, please pay attention to the safety video which will now be shown. Thank you.
Singapore 9037 vacate whiskey 5 Tango whiskey. Vacate whiskey Alpha whiskey for Singapore Rapid 7.
Welcome on board Singapore Airlines. As the safety equipment on this aircraft may differ from that on other aircraft,
please give us your attention as we bring you through this important safety briefing and on a journey across our island home.
MS34-353 identified climb flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240 average 253.
during takeoff and landing, ensure that your
Singapore 2905 surface wind line available, climb 3000 feet, runway 02 center, set for takeoff.
keep your shoes on.
Singapore 295, climb
Stow
3000
your
feet,
luggage under the
runway
seat
02
in front of
center,
you
set for takeoff.
or in the overhead compartment.
Singapore 9937 Bay Bravo 8 taxi Victor 5 Victor 13.
Takeoff and landing. To fasten, bring the two
Taxi via Victor 5 to Victor 1.
click. Tighten it by pulling on the
Victor 5 Victor 1 3 Bay 8 Bravo 8 for Singapore 97.
Infants should be lifted from the bassinet and secured with an infant seatbelt. For your safety, always keep your seatbelt securely fastened while seated.
If there is a change in cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will automatically drop in front of you. Pull the mask down sharply and place it over your mouth and nose. Pull the lateral straps to tighten it and breathe as usual. Secure your mask first before helping others. It is normal for the bag to not fully inflate.
Singapore 193 descend 7000 feet. Descend 7000 feet, Singapore 193.
There are several emergency exits in this aircraft. Take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit, which may be behind you. Count the rows of seats to the closest exit, in front and behind you. In the unlikely event of an emergency, or when you hear the command, brace, brace, assume the brace position.
Singapore 295 identified climb flight level
Lower your
150.
head and place it
Singapore
on the back of the
295
front
climb level
seat.
150.
Place your hands on top of your head, keep your feet flat on the floor and heels towards your seat. If you can't reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and lean forward as far as you can. Place your hands on top of your head. During an emergency evacuation, floor level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit. Please follow the cabin crew's instructions, do not take anything with you, and exit the aircraft calmly.
To put on your life vest, remove it from the plastic cover and slip it over your head. Pass the straps around your waist, connect the clip and pull to tighten. Inflate the life vest by pulling the red tabs or looking into the mouthpiece. Life vests have a whistle and a light to attract attention. Special life vests are available for children. Inflate your life vest only at the exit door and step into the raft. Life vests are located under or between your seats. Before using an evacuation slide, remove high-heeled shoes and leave all belongings behind. Slide down sitting upright with your arms in front and focus on the landing area.
Singapore 193 descend 4,000 feet.
Also not allowed. If you're not using your device, it must be held in
Descend 4,000 feet, Singapore 193.
in front of you.
If your device falls into the gap between the seats,
We have 214 descend 10,000 feet, QH 1008 to maintain by waypoint Nylon.
We remind you that this
Descend
is a
1,000, caution
flight.
10,000 feet, QNH 1010 for waypoint Nylon. We hope 214.
Including the lavatories.
thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoyed discovering the rich details that make Singapore home. Please refer to the safety card located in the seat pocket in front of you for more information.
And on behalf of Singapore Airlines, we wish you a great time on board, as well as anywhere in the world we take you.
We will be dimming the cabin lights for takeoff. Thank you.
Singapore 193, turn right heading 350, clean ILS approach runway 02 left. Right heading 350, clear ILS at 02 left, Singapore 193. Emirates 353, leaving my space, monitor advisory 122.8 gray.
Monitor 122.8, Emirates 353 today, 55
With 214 high speed approved until further advice.
High speed advice on SELCAL shift. High speed approved until further advice. We hope 214.
Singapore 193 established, localizer 02 left. Singapore 193, runway 02 left, continue approach. Continue approach, runway 02 left, Singapore 193. Singapore Center, Singapore 2367 with you, flight level 290. Singapore 236, Singapore radar, squawk 2223. Squawk 223. Singapore 236, 2223. 2223. Singapore 193, surface wind line variable, runway 02 left, clear to land. Clear to land, runway 02 left, Singapore 193. Singapore 236 identified, clear you Gable 1 Alpha arrival, expect ILS approach runway 02 left. Clear to Gable 1 Alpha arrival and ILS 2 center, left, Singapore 2367. Request runway 2 center, if that's okay. Singapore 236, expect IOS approach runway 02 left. And 02 left, Singapore 236. Singapore 236, proceed direct Fanat, descend for level 160. Direct Fanat and descend for level, can you give me the altitude again one more time? Singapore 236. Singapore 236 for level 160. 160, Singapore 2367.
Asia 87, Bravo 9 request push stop.
Indonesia 37, contact Singapore Tower 118.6.
118.6, Indonesia 87, see you later.
Cabin crew to your takeoff stations, thank you.
Singapore 236 Heavy, you want me direct Sanat?
Ladies and gentlemen, please ensure that
Singapore
your
236
seatbelt
A-firm,
is
proceed direct
fastened
Sanat.
and the window shades are drawn
Direct
up.
Sanat, Singapore
Thank you.
236. Singapore 236 high speed approved until further advice. High speed approved until further advice.
D1.
Emirates 34 minor, proceed direct P-Box. Proceed direct P-Box, Emirates 34 minor. Singapore 193 vacating whiskey 5. Singapore 193, turn right whiskey. Turn right whiskey, Singapore 193. We have to 147, 7,000 feet.
Descend 7,000 feet, we hope to 14.
Singapore 193, contact Singapore Tower 118.6. Contact Tower 118.6, Singapore 193. Singapore 2367, 7,000 feet, QNH 108. 7,000 feet, Singapore 2367. Singapore 295, leaving my space monitor advisory 122.8. 122.8, thanks for Emirates 34 minor when ready, descend flight level 160, high speed approved until further advice. Emirates 34 minor When ready, descend flight level 160, high speed approved until further advised.
Descent, when ready, descent flight level 160, Emirates 349 and high speed approved.
With 214 descend 4,000 feet.
Descend 4,000 feet, VHawk 214.
We have 214 descend 3,000 feet, release speed 220 knots.
3,000 feet and 220 knots, VHawk 214.
Singapore 2364, 4,000.
4,000 feet,
For your safety, always
We have 214, turn right heading 240.
standard seatbelt sign is on.
Right heading 240, VHawk 214.
Hot beverage service will be suspended. Infants must be carried out from the bassinet and secured with an infant seatbelt. Connect to the Cruise World network to access our digital content portal and in-flight Wi-Fi. Find out more from the Wi-Fi card in the seat pocket. In-flight duty-free shopping is available on this flight. To browse a selection of products available in flight, refer to a free shop catalog in the seat pocket or on the digital content portal.
Singapore 236, runway 02 center available, corporate request to 02
20%
center.
off minimum spending of $200.
runway 2 center for Singapore 2367, thanks.
Singapore 236, expect ILS approach runway 02 center.
I will report establish ILS 2 Tanker Singapore 236.
Singapore 236 negative, not yet cleared ILS, just expect it.
Expect ILS 2 center, Singapore 236 heavy.
We have 214 Tanwa heading 360, can ILS approach runway 02 center.
Grounding 360 to ILS approach runway 02 center, we have 214.
We have 214, 180 knots to 8 mile final, thereafter 150 knots to 4 mile final.
C180 to 8 mile final, correction 150 to 4 mile final, we have 214. We have 214 for the ship later on the 02 center.
We have 214, Roger, contact Singapore Tower 118, decimal 6.
Contact Tower 186, we have 214, good night.